Hello students, in the last lecture we started with a new chapter, refraction through a lens. And in that chapter we discussed convex and concave lenses and technical terms related to lenses, optical center, principal axis, center of curvature, principal foci. Okay, all these things we discussed. So now in this lecture we'll start with formation of image by lens. Okay, how the images are formed by convex and concave lenses. Okay, so let's get started. So first there are three principal rules, okay, generally used for the construction of the ray diagrams. First rule, if a ray of light is passes through the optical center, okay, it goes undeviated. If a ray of light passes through the optical center, it goes undeviated. This is our first rule. This is our principal axis, this is first foci, this is the second foci, this is our optical center. Okay, as I've already told you, I'm telling you all these rules with the with the help of convex lens. Okay, so now our second rule is, if a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, it passes through the focus. Okay, parallel to the principal axis, passes through the focus. This is our second rule. If a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, it will always pass through the focus. Okay, and our third rule is just the converse or just the opposite of the second rule. That is, if a ray of light passes through the focus, it becomes parallel to the principal axis. Okay, it becomes parallel to the principal axis. Ray of light passes through the focus, it becomes parallel to the principal axis. This is our second rule. Sorry, the third rule, third and last rule. Only these three rules we are going to use, and we'll form images by spherical lenses. Okay, so yeah, 1 second. Yeah, okay, so first is characteristics and location of images for a convex lens. Okay, so first thing is when the object is at infinity. Okay, this is our lens. First we'll draw the optical center, this line, first foci, second focal length, f1 to f1, f2 to f2. Okay, so now our object is at infinity. Object is placed at infinity. First ray of light passes is parallel to the principal axis, will pass through the focus. And another ray we have taken like parallel to the principal axis, and it passes through the focus. And what we'll see, that these rays, they'll meet at focus, that is f2. So when an object is at infinity, the image will be formed at focus, that is f2. Okay, so in this case we can see that the image is real because it is formed on this side of the mirror. Inverted, it will be inverted. Okay, upside down, inverted means upside down. Highly diminished, why highly diminished? Because the size has decreased, it will be very small. At the infinity the object will be very big, but at like over here at f2 where the image will be formed, it will be very small. So highly diminished. Application means it is used in burning glass. Okay, so this is the first case for a convex lens. Now our second case, yeah, 1 second. Our second case, when the object is beyond 2f1, means it is between infinity and 2f1, means anywhere in between. So our object is placed, again the same thing, principal axis, the optical center we have drawn, f1 to f1, f2 to f2. These distances will be same with each other. Okay, this we have to draw it with the help of a scale. Okay, so our first ray parallel to the principal axis will pass through the focus. Second ray we have taken, it passes through the optical center, it goes undeviated. Okay, so these rays, they'll meet, okay, at this point, that is between f2 and 2f2. Okay, so now what we can see, the nature of the image, it is real. Okay, because it is formed on this side of the mirror, and it is inverted. You can see it is upside down, the object is like this. Okay, and the image is formed like this, inverted. And okay, and it is diminished. Diminished means the size of the object is bigger, it's larger, and size of the image is smaller. and the application, it is used in camera lens. Okay, the uses, it is used in camera lens. Very important, the uses they are asked and the nature of the image. Okay, they can even ask you to draw these ray diagrams. Very important. Now our third thing, yeah, one second, yeah. Sorry. When the object is at 2f1, now our object is at 2f1, okay, placed at 2f1, okay. Again the same thing, the principal axis f1 to f1, f2 to f2, optical center. First ray parallel to the principal axis passes through the focus, second ray passes through the focus, it goes undeviated. So now these rays, they'll meet at 2f2, okay. So in this case the nature of the image will be real because it is being formed on this side of the mirror. It is inverted, you can see this is this side, like, and the image formed is upside down, inverted, okay. So and of the same size as the object, means the object size and the image size will be same in this case, and this is used in terrestrial telescope. Okay, a very important case, because in this case the object and the image size is same. Okay, when the object is placed at 2f1. Okay, quite important. Now our fourth case, yeah, when the object is between f1 and 2f1. Now it is between f1 and 2f1, same thing, principal axis, optical center, f1 to f1, f2 to f2, first ray parallel to the principal axis, we know it will pass through the focus, and second ray, if it passes through the optical center, it goes undeviated. So these rays, they'll meet beyond 2f2. Okay, so in this case again the nature of the image will be real. It is real, we know. It is inverted, you can see it is upside down, inverted. Okay, inverted. Magnified. Now magnified means the size of the object is this, the size of the image has increased, so this means it is magnified. Okay, so this is used in cinema and slide projectors. Okay, in theaters they use this kind of lens. Okay, very important, the uses are extremely important. Okay, yeah, one second. Yeah, now when the object is at 2 is at f1. Okay, means at the focus. Now same thing, this is the same thing, like you have to draw the principal axis, you have to mark focus, f1 to f1, f2 to f2. This is same for all the ray diagrams. Then you have to place the mirror, then the optical center. Okay, then the first ray parallel to the principal axis, we know it will pass through the focus. Second ray, if it passes through the optical center, it goes undeviated. Okay, these two rays we have taken. So in this case these rays, they'll meet at infinity. Okay, means the image will be formed at infinity. We can say that the nature of the image will be real. Okay, on this side of the mirror it is inverted, it is going to be inverted and highly magnified, because the size of the object is over here this much, but at infinity the size will be very big. Okay, when these rays are going to meet at infinity. Okay, now application, this is used in collimator of a spectrometer. Okay, quite important. Now this is our last case for convex lens. Convex lens, last case. So in this case, when the object is placed between optical center and f1. Okay, it is placed between optical center and f1. Over here is our object. First ray parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through the focus. Second ray, if it passes through the optical center, it goes undeviated. But in this case we'll extend these rays backwards, so what we'll notice, they'll meet backwards. Okay, so between f1 and 2f2 these rays will meet. So the nature of the image, we know this is virtual, because the image is being formed on this side of the mirror, behind the mirror. In the real mirror, like when the image is real, it is formed in front of the mirror. In the virtual case, it is formed behind the mirror. Only in this case for the convex mirror the image is formed virtually, okay, behind the mirror. All the cases till now we have done, the image is formed in front of the mirror, that is the image is real, okay. Only in this case the image formed is virtual, so it makes it very important, this case. And you can see that if it is virtual, it has to be erect or upright, means it is same, okay. You can see the object is erect and the image formed is also erect, it's not inverted. Only in the real case it gets inverted, okay. If the image is real, it has to be inverted. If the image is virtual, then it has to be erect or upright, same thing. And you can see it is magnified. So the application, it is used in reading lens or magnifying glass, okay. This was all the 6 cases we have discussed for convex lenses. Now we will discuss 2 cases of concave lenses, for a concave lens, okay. So let us see that. Yeah. Yeah. Characteristics and location of images for a concave lens. Only 2 cases are there for concave lens, when the object is at infinity, okay. So obviously the same thing, the principal axis f1 to f2, f2 to f2, okay. Okay, this has to be f1, okay. And even in this case it is going to be to f1, okay. This is by mistake, I've taken it like that, okay. If this is f1, this is to f1, f2 to f2, okay. In all the cases by mistake I've done that, okay. This is f1 to f1, f1, f2 to f2, okay. So let's get started with concave lens. So first ray parallel to the principal axis, we know it will pass through the focus, but over here the ray it diverges, okay. It goes in this, but when we extend it backwards, it will meet at focus, okay, for concave lens. The second ray same, it diverges, but when we extend this ray backwards, it meets at focus, okay. So the nature of the image, it is virtual. You can see the image is formed behind the mirror, it is virtual. Erect, obviously if it is virtual, it has to be erect. Highly diminished means the size has decreased, the object size is at infinity, it must be very big. Now at focus, when the image is formed, it is very small, highly diminished, okay. Application, it is used in Galilean telescope, okay. Quite important thing. Now our last case, when the object is between infinity and the optical center of the concave lens, okay. Between optical center and the concave lens. So this is our object, okay. So first ray of light parallel to the principal axis, it has to pass through the focus, so obviously it diverges, and when we extend it backwards, it passes through the focus. And second ray, we have taken it, if it passes through the optical center, it goes undeviated, but when we extend this ray backwards and this ray, they'll meet over here at this point. So over here the image will be formed at B dash between F1 and O. So in this case, the nature of the image will be virtual, erect and diminished. As we know, if it because it is being formed on this side of the mirror, behind the mirror, it is virtual, and if the image is virtual, it has to be erect. And obviously we can see the object size is large, this is big, and the image size is small, so it has diminished. Application, it is used in spectacles, okay, by the short-sighted people, okay. Short-sighted person, they use these kind of lens, concave lens, okay. That's all for this lecture. Thank you, students.